What is up, everyone? It's Kanan,
It's Jessie.
and we are the Geeky Saying Couple, and we are back with an update video for Team RWBY Project. And it's funny, we uploaded the first video, and I don't know what I was expecting, but it's doing very well. Over 500 views in just a couple of days, which for our channel, that's a good video. Yeah, that's a good video. So please go check that one out. Give it a like, leave a comment, and please do the same for this one. Hit that subscribe button because we're over 500 subscribers now, but we want to hit 1,000 way faster. So, all right. So we have got some updates here. One is official, one not so official, but we're still going to cover it because when it comes to this project and the possibility that this is going to be a big deal, we want to cover it as best as we can. So that includes going over everything that could possibly be posted about, whether it's official stuff or a potential leak, which is what we're going to be talking about now. So first, let's go over. Sorry for how we look. It's raining here, and we got rained on. Let's go over the official stuff. Okay, so I don't remember. Usually the bottom one is the first tweet, right? And then one on top is a later tweet.
Yeah, usually.
Okay, so the English Twitter page for the project, which is Team with the T capitalized, RWBY all cap, PRJ with the P capitalized underscore EN. That's the Twitter account if you want to find it. Posted some information that is interesting. So apparently on March 26th, the full reveal for this project will take place at Anime Japan 2020, which, from what I'm seeing, is a anime convention. Now, I don't know the history of Anime Japan. I don't know if it's a regular convention where anime projects are announced or anything like that. But the big thing is that the Japanese actresses for the Japanese dub of RWBY are going to be present during this. So if I butcher these names, I'm sorry. Sayori Hayami, Yoko Hikasa, Yu Shimamura, and Ami Koshimizu are all going to be there. It says we'll be invited, but I'm sure they're going to be there. But it says they will be invited to a special stage to show the whole story of Team RWBY Project. And then another tweet saying a special stage will be held at Anime Japan to introduce all aspects of the Team RWBY Project. Okay, so when it says stage, usually that's just what Japanese conventions call their panels in a way. Like over here we call them panels. Over there they have them on stages, so they call them stages.
Well, it's kind of also if you think about it like music festivals. There's different stages for different things, and a special stage would be like a main event like stage setting. That's at least how I interpret it whenever I see those words together.
So what does this mean? Well, for me, I try to think as simple as possible. It's at an anime convention. All 4 voice actresses for the Japanese dub are going to be there. That screams anime to me.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of does.
I mean, if this was a video game, a developer had been announced along with this project. So this is the official news, that we're getting the main announcement on March 26th. No idea if it'll be streamed or anything like that, but I can only imagine what is going to happen if this turns out to be an anime. Like,
if it is, I also don't see it.
It won't be as long as RWBY.
Well, no, but I don't see it coming out until probably after 9. Or at least
it depends on how
depending on how things are going.
Well, depending on what information in this leak is true or not, I don't know. Because there's a possibility this has been worked on for quite some time. But we do not know if it is an anime. We do not know what studio is going to be making it. No idea on episode count.
Tag and announce studio until
the official.
Yeah.
If it is, like I said, I don't think it'll be as long as the main show is. Probably a 12, 24 episode anime. The art that we saw definitely looks like it's like an alternate reality, because it definitely looks like Weiss is not, if not in charge of the Atlas military, she's part of it. So
I'm kind of hoping, like I said in the video, that probably leading up to, since we see now we have a date of when we're gonna find out about this, that leading up to it, maybe we'll get the art, maybe get art of the other three.
Yeah, like
It'd be nice to have that, because it would all fit.
Unless this is just a Weiss.
But it wouldn't be Project, Team Project RWBY.
Yeah.
So.
But it's like people are already thinking, oh, is this a Weiss who went to Atlas instead of Beacon? What if it also covers Ruby, who didn't go to Beacon early? Yang raised by Raven, Blake still in the White Fang. I'm like, oh, we may finally get White Fang Blake and Bandit Yang. But one thing that I think was definitely, this is going to be a series just to enjoy. I don't think it's going to have any effect on the actual main show. More than likely non-canon, but it's so let's say if we're able to react to it, if it's reactor friendly, we're going to watch it just like a new show. I don't think, I'm not going to let anything that happens in it reflect how things are going on in the main show.
Unless we're told
yeah, but that's only if this is an anime. Now, the unofficial news. So usually we don't name people's accounts in these videos, because just in case they don't want to get a lot of attention or something like that. But this has been passed around by a lot of people. That's how I found it. And I really don't think this person would have posted this unless they wanted it to get out there. I don't know. So I'll put a link to the Tumblr account in the description, or Jess will. But this is a Tumblr account by the name of Jakey. And apparently they say they accidentally discovered what Team RWBY Project is. Now, before I read this, I want to go ahead and say we are not saying this is 100% confirmed. Whenever someone says they've found out or something like this, always take it with a grain of salt, because they could just be looking for attention. It could be a troll. I'm not saying this is that person.
We're not saying this is that case.
But you got to be safe.
Yeah, you have to just really, until you have more information, you kind of just have to.
And like I said, the reason why we're even covering this is we want to cover any kind of new story that comes out about this. So I'm pretty much going to read it. It says, yeah, so I was looking into some guy claiming the site had malware. Apparently people are claiming the site for Team RWBY Project is giving them malware, but they put, which I still doubt, and ended up finding a list of subdomains for the site. Now, I don't know a whole lot about subdomains. They posted a response to, post to this that goes over subdomains. I'm not going to read all that because it's a pretty lengthy process, but like I said, link will be in the description if you want to read all about that. So it says, if you don't know already, a subdomain is something you add before your site that goes to a different part, something like store.yoursite.com. So I found a small list of subdomains in my search for malware of teamrubyproject.com. I didn't find malware, but I did find this, and it's 3 subdomains. One says anime teamrubyproject.com, www.teamrubyproject.com, and testteamrubyproject.com. So if you ask me, the test one is what they used when they were testing the site. The one in the middle, www.teamrubyproject.com, is like probably the current, and maybe anime is what would be added later. I don't know. So they pretty much state, so yeah, I may have spoiled the surprise, but it is 100% an anime series. But
I wouldn't really say so much as spoiled a surprise because we still don't know what it is. Like,
well, also the fact them announcing it being at an anime convention and the voice actresses being there for
it's
it,
just
that kind of
hints and points that direction. But we still, there's still the element of surprise because we don't know what this, if it's an anime, what it would be like anyways.
Yeah.
Like, there's no hints to that except art, which that art has 1,000 different like explanations going on that you could probably summarize to come up with.
So I'm not going to read the rest of it because a lot of it is just a bunch of talk about how internet sites work and all that. I don't want to bore you guys with all that. But like I said, we'll put the link in the description so you can read all of it. But the person that found all this is pretty convinced that Team RWBY Project is a new anime, that it's going to be an AU, an alternate universe kind of side story. And the follow-up, apparently they even found links to Bandai Namco, which, yes, Bandai Namco makes games, but they also help make anime. They do. They help fund it. And they cover all that in this post. Like, let's see. And like, how is it proof? What if the subdomain is for something else, like recaps about the American show of RWBY? And that's a very long post. Why not an OVA? And it says OVAs are incredibly expensive and Blu-ray sales cannot support them all by themselves. So, and that's where it talks about, it could be a 12 to 24 episode anime. They even said the Bandai Namco connection. For anyone unaware, let's see. Bandai Namco has a lot of anime ties. They've helped with Rifle is Beautiful, My Name is Yours, One Punch Man Season 2, Eureka 7, Burn the Witch, New Black Rock Shooter, and many, many others. All have Bandai Namco arts or another Bandai Namco company attached. Apparently Good Smile was found in it, and apparently Good Smile helps people with anime. And even at the end, there's a question, where does that leave us / conclusion? And they simply say, well, hype. It says in a single sentence, it's just, we are getting a RWBY anime based on some sort of new AU they want to start and build in Japan. Also, maybe Bandai Namco Arts and Good Smile are involved in some way. So, it's hard to say. Could this be a 100% leak? We won't know until they officially announce it. And you think they would have wanted to avoid this just by going ahead and announcing it, but they wanted to make like you guys got to remember, this is not 100% a Rooster Teeth production. Yes, they own RWBY, but
so yes, they would be involved, but this isn't them physically making it.
No, it's whatever Japanese company is. Does Rooster Teeth have a Japanese affiliate, or I know it's whoever it's probably whoever puts together the dub, or maybe it's a bigger company.
Probably at least working with the company. Like they'd have company ties between the two of them for them to be able to do this because of how big RWBY is already. But like the one theory that I had, it'd be awesome to see that, like, yeah, this would be an alternate reality, but like within the world that they're in 9.
Yeah.
The things that we have been saying that, this could happen, they could see this, or they could see past lives, things like that, something like that. And
your idea actually got some traction on Twitter.
Yeah, and it's just really thinking about it, the voice, like all of RWBY, others in Rooster Teeth, they're really excited about this. So
Miles.
That might be a connection. If that really is true, I might faint if that's actually true, my theory.
Yeah, Miles, who we all know, Miles has been there since the beginning. It was him, Monty, and Carrie, and when this was, when the project was initially announced, he retweeted and said, I'm so excited for this. I can't believe this is happening. If this was something like a video game or a manga... I don't
think everyone would be this hyped.
Well, we've seen that before. We've seen manga. We've seen, we're getting a new video game this year. I don't... they're acting like this is a dream come true. So I think this will definitely be an anime made in Japan.
I'd love for it to be connected in certain ways.
But if it's
But
not,
I
I'm
mean,
100% okay with
until
that.
like we did with like any of the mangas, until it's stated, we're going to completely think, just hold on to it not being canon unless stated otherwise, which is
Which
what
what
they
if
did.
stuff usually isn't, but
Yes.
what if stuff is fun. It really is. It shows you a different way the characters could have went, which is why we do our what if series. So yeah, and someone in the comments of our last video asked, "Will this be it? That they hope this comes to the USA." I mean, it will. RWBY is still an American owned series, so I mean, either it'll be simulcasted, like they'll do the English and Japanese versions near like the same time, because really all they'll have to do is the dubbing. That's
Yeah.
they'll have to get Barbara,
Which clearly
Aaron,
they'd all
Lindsay,
be
and Kara
involved.
together, yeah, and just voice over it.
What?
But if it comes out in Japan first and then later here, that's still okay. But simultaneous stuff has gotten more. It's more of a current thing now. It's not like it used to be when it released in Japan and then you might not see an English dub for like months or years.
Crystal.
Yeah. But simultaneous stuff has gotten more. It's more of the norm now. Where when it airs in Japan, they've already got the English dub ready and it
And
airs
it's a matter
along
of,
with
usually
it.
it's sometimes just a matter of days rather than months or years.
Well, yeah. Also, Dragon Ball Super. It like took a while for Funimation to put it out, but
But the other thing is like, because I know I've seen a few comments here and there float around when we first started talking about this that what if they what if they ruin this? No, Rooster Teeth still has that say that, okay, we don't want you to go far outside this boundary. Like they
yeah,
have
but
certain boundaries that they would keep to not completely ruin the name of RWBY. Like, if you get what I'm saying, I can't find the right words. Like,
oh, I think it'll be awesome. I really do.
but you get what I'm saying. Like, they
Well-
wouldn't do something that would ruin the image of anything, even though this is going to be something.
I mean, it's a what
completely
if.
different.
I mean, if people have already theorizing that Weiss is a cold-blooded dictator or something in this, and I mean that's definitely not Weiss, but it's a what if. It's an alternate reality. We could see what would happen if Weiss had stayed in Atlas, if she had stayed under her dad's thumb. Like it would be interesting. That's why I like alternate reality
Well, you
stuff.
get what I'm saying, though.
Yeah,
Like,
but I don't think we should hold this thing as highly as. I just don't think we should worry about it affecting the canon of the.
well, no, that's
current
not what I
show.
mean. I mean, like, if something were like, I don't know, too not dark, but like
Oh, I hope it's dark.
too like you get what I'm saying. If there's something that's just too much, that they should do it, they'd be like, hey, can you just maybe just change that just a little bit and you can still use it. Like,
Well, in my opinion, people shouldn't hold that against the already
You're not
established.
getting
No,
what I'm saying.
I guess not. I don't, because like it's at the end of the day, it could like I'm not saying it's going to be as bad as this particular show, but at the end of the day, it could be like Dragon Ball. This could be RWBY's version of GT. Yes, GT was awful, but I'm talking about it just being a side story, it not really mattering. I mean, who knows? They may be able to tie it into Volume 9 and the actual canon of the show, because we still don't know. We won't know until March.
My whole point was just that Rooster Teeth would obviously, because it's RWBY still, would have some type of at least small section of a say to things.
I mean,
because that's it's theirs. Like,
I know.
It's still owned by them.
I know, but I mean, I don't know. Part of me would just be like, just have your head. Let them have their head on certain things. I don't know. It depends on when this thing plans to air, because if it's during the morning, it won't be that dark. You won't have to worry about anything like that. If it's shown in the evening, then yeah. Like, that's the reason why the tone in Super was so much different than Z in a lot of ways. When Z aired in Japan originally, it was shown in the evening. Super was shown in the morning during the kids, for kids to watch. So, that's what I'm really interested in, when we really get the info of this, to see its time slot. If it's late in the evening, we might be in for a ride. If it's in the morning, it's probably not going to be much darker than the original Ruby. We don't know, but I do get what you're saying. So yeah, that's really all we got. Now, like I said, guys, the leak, don't put too much into it right now. This person may be 100% right. We won't know until March. But yeah, March 26th. Like, we're going to be watching, like, if it's not streamed, we're going to be all over the place looking up info for this thing to see what's announced. And if it's not an anime, I'm still looking forward to it, no matter what it is. It could be a stage production, and I would be happy. Because it's just another facet of RWBY for the world to enjoy. But yeah, that's all we've got for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, check the description for all of our stuff. Leave us a comment telling us what you think of this leak. Like I said, I'll try and leave both the Tumblr post and the Team Project Twitter in the description. And so yeah, that way you guys can stay in the know-how of this. So, as always, guys, this is Kanan.
This is Jessie.
We love you all very, very much. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you in the next one. I'm trying not to cough. Bye.